Hey, what's up, guys? We're back again with my main deck in Clash Royale. Everyone's asking me, Jake, what deck do you actually play? And today, it's time to show you. I've been playing this Royale Hogs Royale Recruits deck for the past 3 years with minimal changes. No matter what the meta is, it's always been strong for me. You've got really reliable defense with the Zappies to stun and slow down all of your opponent's pushes, the Royale Recruit Spartans to combat bridge spam on both sides, and the Flying Machine to sneak through and do damage when no one expects it to. It's been one of the most well-rounded decks for ladder. No matter what matchup you play against, you can always outplay it. After you defend with Zappies, Flying Machine, or Goblin Cage, you can immediately counter push and apply pressure with your Royale Recruits or Royale Hogs. And if your opponent's got annoying cards like Bowlers, Valkyries, or Mega Knights, you can split up your stuff so their units will be useless. I love dividing and conquering, so let's go jump straight into some games, split up our opponents, find their weak points, and assert dominance. Thanks to everyone that's using creator code SirTag to support the channel. Alright, so jumping into the action here, first things first, I'm gonna go for a Barbarial and we're gonna see what this guy's got.
I got a bad feeling about this.
Obviously, if we go in for a Barbarial and we get Goblin Barreled, that is not the start that we wanted to see, but do I take any damage? Royale Hogs clutched up. I can't believe that worked. I dropped Royale Hogs on defense and they countered a Goblin Barrel. That's a vibe. Specifically because you dropped it in the spot that can't get tornadoed to the King Tower, so that worked out way better than I thought. Maybe Princess is at the river, so I'm just going to go in for a Goblin Cage. There's really not that much use for a Goblin Cage in this matchup against Logbait. If we can bait out his Valkyrie, though, maybe we can go for Royale Recruits at the river. Because I'm going to get counter push with the Goblin Cage, and if I can have the Goblin Cage Brawler bop his Recruits, my cousins are going to beat yours. Let's go. The family reunion this man never wanted to see. The Goblin Cage just wrecked him. Okay, this time I'm not going to miss the Barbarial. We're vibing here. I can't believe I cycled the Barbarial so ambitiously at the start of the game and then got almost punished immediately. Like I got pretty lucky, though. Ice Spirit feels like a freeze now, so that is going to be a lot of damage on top of my Flying Machine, fortunately. Maybe we're able to get a couple extra hits there. Yeah, it worked really well. Wow, this is going a lot better than I thought it would. I can Electro Spirit and pull the Recruit, or not Recruits, pull the guards. You know, I'm the one running Recruits. Oh my goodness. So if I go Zappies and then I go Recruits at the river, this will probably be our best play, because if you don't have Princess, you're not going to be able to get that much splash damage besides the Valkyrie. And I believe the Valkyrie should die because we've got Zappies to reset it. It also has way less HP than it used to have. I mean, this is going to be terrible for him, right? There's no way that you're going to be able to accommodate both sides at the same time. Oh, if the Valkyrie died, I'm not even going to fib. I would have been vibing with the Royale Hogs immediately. That would have been the play, because you would have to rocket it or drop an Inferno Tower, which would be an even trade best case scenario for him. Didn't really work out. Unfortunately, we had to wait. We are still going to get a ton of damage. That Valkyrie is so lazy. She could have went back and then multitask and hit them both at once, but she decided not to. I know the Flying Machine is going to target the Princess at the right first, so that's good. Then I don't have to spend as much elixir. In fact, I could even eat the damage from the Valkyrie, but I'm going to go for Recruits pretty quickly so then I can maybe get a couple of them ahead of the Flying Machine. If that happens, then I will be able to get more counter push here. Force out some extra elixir. The Flying Machine locks onto the tower. In the most unlikely situations, he will always become the hero.
Bye, have a great time.
Gonna go in for that a little bit further back, I believe. Oh no, that was directly on the tower, but it wasn't fast enough. I almost got cheesed. I almost got cheesed. He's gonna rocket this, right? No, he's gonna log. If we are able to stun the Valkyrie, he's gonna get stunned and shocked by how much damage the piggies get. That's at least a couple extra hits. Let's go. With their dying breath before they get turned into bacon, they pop off with the extra damage. I'm gonna go Recruits here, and I can get Electro Spirit down to hit every single one of the goblins, so he's not gonna get much value. The bad thing is, the Valkyrie was tanking, so he got more than I was hoping for, but yeah, definitely a pretty clean shutdown there. Always want to kill the Valkyrie and then bait out the rocket with your Royale Hogs. He has to rocket this. Like, there's no universe where you don't rocket this. Unless this is a universe that you want to lose the game, and I'm here for that, you know? If I was able to Fireball on top of the Ice Spirit, I would guarantee the W there. It still might be enough. And yeah, that's going to do a lot of damage. So at this point in the game, he's going to start spamming. It's not going to work. It's going to take a lot longer for me to win because I think he's just going to continuously, like, Log plus Valkyrie on defense. Actually, this might be it. Are you serious? Just a couple seconds later, the dude decides to not go in for the rocket again. Nope, 9 more HP. Okay, Clash Royale, I see you now. Battles against control decks are always arduous, but it's worth it in the end because the Flying Machine, if it gets you a damage lead, you're going to hold on for the rest of the game. Hey, so we got a game against someone that is the self-proclaimed best player in Clash Royale.
Are you sure about that?
So dude, if you're the best player, stunt on me. Make some insane predictions. I'm here for it. Please just don't go Elite Barbarians at the river or something super casual. Okay, at least he goes Bandit in the back. That's a pretty good play. If you dropped it at the river, be a bit easier for us to counter. And we'll see what you're going to have in store. When we see Poison, I'm expecting it to be a P.E.K.K.A deck. Usually Bandit plus Poison is a pretty common P.E.K.K.A scenario. Oh, amazing. If I Fireball on that... Wait, this is not P.E.K.K.A though. He's going to have Knight. What is the best player going to have up his sleeve?
It is in the air, and it is... Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
He knows something that I don't. You're going to have Electro Wizard and Knight with minions and then also Poison. So I'm very confused right now. Knight and Bandit in the same deck. That is not something you see every day of the week. There's a chance he's got a Graveyard deck. That's what I think. Like, I mean, I'm just assuming right now because he does have an interesting card combination. So I'm an Electro Spirit here. I think that the Barbril will be able to kill the rest of the bandits, so I won't have to spend any extra elixir. I'm going to go for Zappies in the back. I'm going to split the majority of them in the right-hand side. And the reason why I always go in for Zappies with my recruits in my hand is because the Zappies cost less elixirs. If I went for recruits in the back and he bridge bams at the river, there's no counterplay. There's nothing that I can do. And it also gives them the availability to poison all of my recruits. If I drop my recruits at the river, they get up close and personal in your face way faster. So then, you know, you're not able to poison them, right? So, yeah, it's really cool to do that multiple times. That is generally going to be the strategy for me. I'm going to wait till the last possible second. I'm going to go for recruits here. I think that will just be a better endeavor for me. I don't care if I take damage from the Barbarians connecting because I have recruits to soak up the rest of the damage. And I don't think the P.E.K.K.A is going to lock onto my tower because I believe in the power of the Flying Machine. If the Flying Machine doesn't want to help me, oh my gosh. I had a little bit of a mini heart attack there, guys. I'm not going to lie. I didn't have full faith in my cards there. Wait, best player? He missed the bandit to stop the Flying Machine. You're not the best player, bruh. Get that name out of here. Okay, so he's going to go for a poison. Definitely a very good predicament for us if I can go in for a fireball on the Electro Wizard. The little piggy, it is not going to get turned into bacon today. She's making the bacon. She's making the money for us out here. That's awesome. We got a lot of damage. I'm going to go recruits in the back right now because we saw poison. So now we can actually cycle in the back, get back to another set of them, and be comfortable with it. They super slow roll. Great card to cycle if your opponent doesn't have a spell. So, yeah. Go for that, and then go for my Zappies afterward. Making sure that my Zappies can be cycled in free territory without a poison is just fantastic, right? I really thought he was going to have a Graveyard deck because we see Knight, and I mean, I just haven't seen that before in a P.E.K.K.A deck. It's interesting. Oh my gosh. You're giving the 300 Spartans something to celebrate about, brother. This is insane. We get massive counter push on both sides. Yeah, the Barbarians lock on my tower, but it's also the healthier tower. Maybe it's not healthier anymore. Needs to go see a doctor. It's 2,400. The other one's 500 HP more, but as you guys can see, no contest. If you play against a P.E.K.K.A deck or a Bridge Spam deck, you hard counter the heck out of them, and there's no chance for them to win. Bridge Spam like P.E.K.K.As and Bandits just feel exceptionally useless into the recruits. So we got another game against the Kengo. Is Kengo going to go spam stuff at the river, or is he going to chill? Is he going to relax? Is he going to vibe? I'll go for Zappies in the back. I'll accommodate both sides. You can cycle that and feel comfortable because you're going to have Fly Machine. You're going to have multiple other air answers with a Fireball and Electro Spirit. You won't necessarily need those. I'm going to go for Royal Hogs all on the same side because very rarely do I play against a Mega Knight Poison player. This might be the only one in the world. As soon as I do that and I get Mega Knighted, I'll just feel like a buffoon. But after the Mega Knight nerf, it's just way less prevalent. Even if you do play against it, it doesn't completely counter Royal Hogs like it used to. It's just, it hits different, quite literally. It's a pretty bad card now. And that's part of the reason why this deck became way stronger. It's able to trash Valkyries, especially in log bait decks, and it does extremely well into Mega Knight because, well, Mega Knight just became a lot weaker. If it's jumping on stuff, it's likely not going to do as much jumpy damage. Okay, so this guy's going to have Bowler. Now we're playing against a little bit more of a challenge, you know? That is a card that can be problematic if it's especially paired with a Valkyrie or something along the lines there. So if he poisons and he's going to have a Graveyard deck, I'd rather just Barbril here. I might want to go in for Zappies, but I don't think I need to, you know? I'd rather spend the minimal amount of elixir that I have to because if he goes in for a Graveyard, I need to be at a full tank of gas to be able to defend. And gas is expensive, guys. Costs a lot of elixir out here. So Graveyard answers, they're going to be not a dime a dozen. I have to save my Electro Spirit or save my Barbril to clean up all the Graveyard skeletons that start to swarm me. If you go for a Snowball, that's not going to fulfill the bill. I can go in for recruits on the left-hand side and stagger most of them there. So if you go in for a Bowler in this lane, then you're also missing out on all the recruits in the left-hand line. So that's why I decided not to split it evenly, just because I was like, okay, you're probably going to Bowler in the tower that it's already taken a ton of damage. So might as well take advantage of your really bad staggering of the situation and do damage to you. So yeah, here we go. I can go for a Goblin Cage here, and then...
What are you doing in my swamp?
Do I go in for a Fly Machine after? I think that's probably the play. Wait, this is a P.E.K.K.A. bowler deck? We just beat P.E.K.K.A. Now we're playing against the weirdest P.E.K.K.A. deck ever. It's like the last player, the best player, self-proclaimed, just decided, hey, I hate losing to your Royal Hog shenanigans. It's time to put in some extra counters to P.E.K.K.A. so she can be a bit more powerful. But yeah, he's running an interesting evolved P.E.K.K.A. version. And as I said before, it's just important that you either have Electro Spirit or Barbarill to clean up those skeletons that spawn in the back, because usually the recruits will cover the front, but they won't necessarily get your back, you know? They aren't your best friend that you can rely on in that type of situation. I'm going to go for Royal Hogs in the right-hand lane because the bowler is now out of cycle. I want him to go in for a Tornado on this as well, or go for an Electro Wizard and overspend. And then I can Fly Machine on top of the bowler, make sure that I relish in the fact that you have no anti-air answers because you dropped them on the right-hand lane. So that's awesome. And then I can Recruits at the river and continue to apply aggression. The reason why I'm Recruiting at the river is because I can guarantee that the Barbarill and Electro Spirit will be able to fulfill the defense. And if I can do that, then I can feel more confident applying aggression here in the left-hand lane with the Royal Hogs going into him. I don't know if the bowler is going to hit my piggies, though. I really hope not. Oh, man, that's a really weird bowler tornado. I haven't seen that before. That was interesting. I can Fly Machine and kill the Electro Wizard and then go in for another set of recruits. And I think this is one of the matchups that you guys will see time and time again on ladder. You'll just be like, why does this weirdo have bowler plus also a tornado in there? There's always like multiple counters to your Royal Hogs, and the way that you want to play it is super defensive and then try to get damage with your Fly Machine or get value with your Fly Machine so they can't really stack up huge amount of elixir. So what I'm going to do is I'm not going to go for the Royal Hogs here. I'm going to go in for a Barbarill, so then it takes the direction of the bowler, and then the bowler probably dies if I can go for a Fireball on top of Electro Wizard and that. Yeah, that's beautiful. I knew he was going to drop another air card, so I was like, might as well wait, get the value, and then go in for Royal Hogs. I think one of the little piggies is going to take the damage from the P.E.K.K.A. and then pull the rest of the stuff back. We're also going to bait out another exceptionally aggressive tornado, and then I can go recruits. Because I have the momentum in this game. It's really, really tough for this guy ever to find a good graveyard. All these graveyards should probably get thwarted. Maybe he gets damaged with poison, but I don't think he's going to get that much value with anything else. And then I can go and split up my Royal Hogs, so then it's going to be even harder for him to go in for a proper tornado. I can go for Zappies here as well. And because I've done damage on both sides, I can honestly pick whatever tower I want to go towards. So if I get more damage on the other side, I think that would be a vibe. But yeah, I'm going to go recruits again. Zappies are going to come down. That's pretty good for us if I can get a Barbarill first and then Electro Spirit afterward, because the Barbarill would be on the map for a while. And then I should win this game. I mean, this has been a very tough battle. The guy's played pretty well towards the end. But yeah, he has had a pretty good hard counter to us since he had his Electro Wizard to stun us and then Tornado to pull us back. Like, this definitely has not been the easiest game of my life. Fortunately, the Fly Machine will walk onto the tower and win us the game. So it's a pleasure winning against hard counters like this, especially against decent players. After that win, we are 8,300 in the world. All right, we got a game against Rubio, Gladiator. So I feel like if he's a true Gladiator, he's going to end up having either guards, Mega Knight, something with a helmet out here. Lava Hound. Okay, so he could end up having guards with Lava Hound. Lava Hound is one of those matchups that is very peculiar. I do not like playing it if I don't have my Fly Machine in cycle. And fortunately, we got it in our hand, so we're vibing out here. I can go in for the Fly Machine early on so then we can bait out the Fireball or Arrows plus Zap. Sometimes they'll do that as well. And then I can go recruits at the river, depending on what happens. Yeah, if you want to go for a Fly Machine and you think you're sneaky out here, we're slyer and more sneaky than you, sir. Definitely will get a lot of value from that. I might even be able to go for an Electro Spirit. Yeah, if I go for an Electro Spirit and then I have the Fly Machine lock onto that and my Zappies win this interaction, does not look like my Fly Machine is dying today, buddy. You'll love to see it. So yeah, he's going to have the arrows, probably Zap variation. Not going to have Fireball when you have arrows. It just doesn't make sense. So we'll see which variation he's actually packing here today. Also, I think he would have Fireballed on the Royal Hogs earlier. So we'll see what his counter is, whether it's going to be Barbarians, Valkyrie. Oh, Skeleton Army. That's the worst one for us. The reason is it's so bad for this deck in particular is my Barbarill, it's like that Tyrannosaurus Rex with really short arms. Can never reach the Skeleton Army. And if you go for Electro Spirit, most of the time you're going to be like, I wish I had the Electro Spirit for the Lava Pups or the Clone or maybe even Bats behind the Lava Hound. Like, there's so many situations where you don't want to expend Electro Spirit on offense against Skeleton Army, but you kind of have to. And then even if you do try to expend it on offense, sometimes they'll body block it from crossing on and launching onto all of the skeletons. So that's just something to keep in mind. Also, doesn't seem like he has any other answer to this besides arrows. Oh, wow. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to go for high zappies. If you're going to, try to arrow everything, I'm going to make sure that you can't arrow everything. And there's the Electro Spirit that I was talking about. If I didn't have it on defense, I think that, I would have taken thousands of damage there, right? Imagine it not zapping the baby dragon. Oh, that would have been traumatic. I can't go in for Royal Hogs because remember, he's got Skeleton Army. You always have to pay attention to your opponent's card cycle when you're running this deck, or you're going to flop spectacularly. You're going to go in for the negative elixir trades day after day. I'm totally not about that life. So I want to go in for a flying machine again. I can fireball on his as quickly as I can. I don't even care about getting tower damage. I honestly rather hit the Lava Hound so we minimize the amount of damage that he gets. I can zappies here. He might have to arrows on this and then go in for another small spell to finish it off. We'll have to wait and see what this guy's got. So he's gonna Skeleton Army here most likely. Oh, are we gonna hit it with the Electro Spirit though? Yes, we do. Let's go. How many of the skeletons are gonna fall though? That's the question. I don't know. I might be able to get a rail delivery, or not rail delivery. I wish that was a rail delivery as well. Rail recruits at the river and then go in for a flying machine. If I had body blocked the flying machine and made a prediction there, I would have won the game. Can't play perfectly, but that would have been stellar stuff. I'm going to go for zappies, and look at the recruits. They're growing a brain for whatever reason and going towards the tower instead of the tombstone, so I can vibe with that. I'm going to go for Royal Hogs as well. If we can reset the tower and make sure it targets everything but the flying machine, then we're hitting this game different out here. Let's go. I'm going to Electro Spirit as well. Maybe go for a fireball and just cycle back to 2 more fireballs and walk away with a win. So the first fireball, oh wait, that was enough. What the heck? I guess the Electro Spirit chained onto the tower and did enough damage in conjunction with the fireball. So after that win, we cruised up so many trophies in a row, and now we're 4,800. It just goes to show you, if you play a deck that you're comfortable with, that's been strong for over 3 years, usually I play different decks every single day and screw around just for the fun of it, but if I wanted to push up and have some serious ladder pushing, this would be the deck that I would choose. No matter the meta, it's always been viable, and it's pretty easy to level up. If the meta ever changes, you can also substitute out a few cards. Like, I've seen people use Tombstone instead of Goblin Cage, Golden Knight instead of Electro Spirit, because, if you do have a champion and you're pay to win, you might as well use it. But no matter what, the deck is going to be strong. Like, subscribe for more daily content, and have an awesome rest of your day.